Welcome everyone, and get ready because today we are diving headfirst into a world of vibrant color, profound stories, and breathtaking creativity. Ben Nwanwu and the Thinker. Our artistic exploration now brings us back to Nigeria to encounter one of its most celebrated and influential modern artists, Ben Nwanwu. While he created many iconic pieces including the famous Tutu portraits, his sculpture, The Thinker, sometimes also known as Anyanwu or Awakening, holds a particularly significant place in the narrative of post-colonial Nigerian art and identity. This isn't Rodin's thinker, lost in solitary contemplation. This is an African thinker, rising, aspiring, and embodying a new dawn. The Thinker, often cast in bronze, typically depicts a slender, elongated figure, often female, reaching upwards, sometimes with features that evoke classical Nigerian sculptural traditions, particularly Igbo art. The title itself, Anyanwu, translates from Igbo as the sun, symbolizing awakening, enlightenment, and the dawn of a new era. Nwanwu was a pivotal figure in blending indigenous Nigerian artistic traditions with Western techniques. He studied art in the UK but remained deeply connected to his cultural roots. The Thinker or Anyanwu exemplifies this synthesis. The graceful, stylized form has echoes of traditional African sculpture, yet its dynamic upward movement and polished bronze finish speak a modern, international artistic language. It was a visual declaration of a modern African identity, proud of its heritage and looking towards the future. Gerard Sokoto and the Water Carrier. Let's journey south now, to South Africa, and back in time a little, to explore the work of Gerard Sokoto, a pioneer of urban black art in his country. One of his poignant and culturally significant themes, often captured in various compositions, is that of the water carrier. These paintings, typically depicting figures, often women carrying water containers, are more than just everyday scenes. They are powerful social documents and expressions of human dignity amidst hardship, particularly under the shadow of apartheid. Sokoto, born in 1913, lived through a tumultuous period in South African history. He moved to Sophiatown in Johannesburg, then a vibrant cultural hub, before it was forcibly destroyed by the apartheid regime. His early works from this period are characterized by their rich colors, expressive figures, and a deep empathy for his subjects. The water carrier images often highlight the essential yet arduous labor undertaken by Black South Africans, tasks made even more difficult by systemic neglect and lack of basic amenities in townships. The act of carrying water, a fundamental necessity for life, becomes symbolic in Sokoto's hands. It represents resilience, the endurance of communities, and the quiet strength of individuals, particularly women, who are often the backbone of their families and communities. Despite the physical toil depicted, Sokoto imbues his figures with a profound sense of grace and humanity. There's no victimhood here, but rather a portrayal of people navigating their lives with fortitude. His use of bold outlines and somewhat stylized forms gives his figures a monumental quality. The cultural relevance of these works is immense. They provide an invaluable historical record of township life, a perspective that was largely ignored or misrepresented by the dominant white culture of the time. Sokoto was painting his people, his community, with an insider's understanding and affection. His works countered the dehumanizing narratives of apartheid by insisting on the vibrancy, the humanity, and the cultural richness of Black South African life. The Water Carrier is a testament to survival and the persistence of daily rituals. Moreover, Sokoto's artistic style itself was groundbreaking. He blended Western artistic techniques, which he studied, with a distinctly African sensibility and subject matter. His color palettes were often warm and earthy, reflecting the tones of the landscape and the vibrancy of the communities he depicted. He wasn't just documenting, he was interpreting, infusing his scenes with emotion and a deep psychological insight. You feel the weight of the water, the heat of the sun, the weariness, but also the unwavering spirit. Gerard Sokoto, through works like The Water Carrier, established himself as a foundational figure in South African art. He gave voice and visibility to Black experiences at a time when they were systematically suppressed. His legacy is not just in his beautiful and moving paintings, but in his courage to depict truth and humanity in an oppressive environment. These pieces continue to resonate today, reminding us of the importance of art in bearing witness and affirming human dignity against all odds. Now, when you think of African art, what comes to mind? Perhaps ancient masks or intricate textiles. African art is not a monolith. It's a constantly evolving, incredibly dynamic force. From traditional to contemporary, these pieces showcase the rich and diverse artistic heritage of the continent.